over here. NXT, yeah, that's the problem of Solara, right? One slippery slope and you're so close for a third party. Yeah, third party was already here. The Titanium was supposed to be the third party, but are they ready for the fourth one? Because right now they're chasing two members of NXT without even realizing that it's actually NXT. They still think they're chasing HN Elite. So this will be a nasty surprise when they lose their first player. Sabo and Hemu make them lose the other two as well. It's all up to Rever. And here comes the full squad wipe. Titanium Esports melt under the heat that NXT put on them. Oh my goodness, wait, another team decimated? No, absolutely not. One player still remains, and HN Elite, they're going to at least take a sigh of relief, revive the members, and come back into the game yet again. But NXT, my oh my, these lads are hunting heads. Not going to lie about that. And regardless of what's fallen on the ground, they're going to pick every single thing up. Yeah. So HN Elite and Kid, both of them started fighting Titanium, but they've both just escaped towards the hub right now, where their last few members are looking to revive their fallen comrades. Meanwhile, Team Tufan, they had lost 3 of their players, somehow managed to get all 4 of them back online, and now they're locking.
अपन बीच में फोन करती हूँ नेट वेट सब
Players somehow managed to get all 4 of them back online, and now they're locking hands with Gaming Wala. I am very excited to see where this fight goes, because right now it's not going anywhere. Oh, please don't step into that car. It's already on fire. 2 bullets and it will burst into a ball of flames, and that's a very easy way to lose 2 players at once. AB18 already down. Titanium. Oh, no, wait. Team Tufan, they're about to get thirded. Giving one yes, from the other side, and they still deal with it. The team wipeout comes through. Team Tufan are indeed a storm over here. And the revival comes through as well. All 4 members healthy, aided. Oh my goodness, Team Tufan, way to reverse those tables. But it's all about Team Elite now, all the way towards the Deca Square. And they're taking a very good fight. Outside the circle, taking the damage, it's all right. But it's just earlier circles. And all eyes on another Elite, that is HN Elite. Scout taken down, and the others trying to give the revival, but the HP is way too low. They've been peppered from all different directions, and one Chrono Shield is not going to help them for a longer time. Look at Kohli charging forward, and Christo goes down. That's one down, and the other one as well. HN Elite could not stand tall at all in this fight. HN Elite. I'm surprised they even managed to stay alive up until now. They have to run across the entire map to just get their teammates back up online. You have T2 in Archway. Meanwhile, HN Elite Scout, he's sitting all the way in Casa Vista. And any second now, he is going to be intercepted by Team NXT members. And the other guy from HN Elite, Nihal, he's near Aquarium. They're so far away from each other that they will literally not be able to provide backup. Even Sly are spreading out, but at least they have some semblance of a structure over here, right? So if they run into Mafia Bala Esports, they should be able to hold their ground at the very least. But as the circle continues to shift more and more towards the south, the real estate in Aquarium as well as Bayside becomes super precious. Oh, yes. And once they capitalize those areas, it's going to be super easy for them to even contest the circle as well. Aquarium being one of the spots where if the circle reaches way too close towards the open areas, then glue wall is all you have left for its support. 4F, 7 eliminations. With the start that they had, I did not think that they're going to reach towards 7, but double digit is what they will be hoping for. Revival imminent, and now 4F, they're going to band together and move further.
Hello guys, like करके
banding together seems to be the right move over here in a lobby full of people who love to split apart. So while 4F have acquired this corner of the circle, they're safe. Nobody else is around them. NXT just a little bit south. I see like a tiny glimpse of their logo, but I don't think these two teams will end up fighting each other anytime soon. In fact, the big compound in the center is completely unoccupied. Everybody is going for the edges of the circle. 4F over here, NXT, all of them hanging onto the edge of the circle. Below them somewhere is Team Tufan as well. Even Team Slayer are trying to get in towards the circle edge. They have their people who were just survived just right now, landing on the ground. And yet, no fights happening, except for Fire Eyes Glory, who seem to be battling Team Kate right now.
Oh, wow. Fire Eyes Glory just constantly getting those points, putting in their pocket. And this is the way, right? Whenever you see a revival, a birdie falling from the sky, all you have to do is clip them. That's it. Get those elimination points and get the confidence as well. But Kid, the team getting eliminated, it's not at all a good sign for them as they just received 5 elimination points. So overall, reaching towards what? The 10th spot, you're going to get 1 additional point for placements. And that's it. 6 total points.
Oh my god. I just saw Sly lose so many of their members to the zone. That's incredible how they're being gatekept right now.
Ooh.
And they've been eliminated. Slayers are out without even getting shot at. They just literally lost their lives to the zone. That's how unforgiving this lobby is when you don't prioritize the rotations. 4F now acquire the Zip Rail warehouse. Relatively in the center of the circle. However, all the other teams should be coming in from the north. So Team Elite need to really wrap up this fight against Mafia Bala and get into the zone ASAP. Otherwise, they both will be gatekept.
And that's one thing that they would not love to see. Finally taking the battle, Team Elite. Are they prepared for this one? 12 eliminations being racked up and Mafia Bala's team is completely getting decimated. 13 comes on their name and Team Elite, they're just constantly keeping tabs on where the opponents are heading towards. Jackie outside in the blistering cold and he's still there sitting trying to heal himself. And look at Kohli, he's aware that there's one member outside and if he's going to come in close, he's going to be gate kept. Jackie, you better be ready for this.
Oh, I swear, Jackie has so much responsibility on his shoulders right now. Because Team Elite are heading right towards the zone with nobody seem to be stopping them. I don't think anybody can gatekeep them right now because Fire Eyes Gaming are busy battling their own demons against NXT. They actually managed to acquire the elimination onto Hemu and they didn't even need to pick up a fight against them. They're just taking long-range pot shots. So Hemu just gave up his life for absolutely free. Team Tufan also in danger is up enough, loses his life. And while Team Tufan go out, so do Mafia Bala.
Oh, I believe this is the game of Team LA. 4 members, all healthy. And the others, the man count disadvantage is definitely going to sting them. HN Elite, they're stuck in one of the corners. It's just the last member standing and he's just going to wait for some kind of a third-party opportunity and somehow get an elimination or 2. Look at the way Team Elite is teasing NXT constantly on the slippery slopes and they have the support. With the glue walls, the jump shots come through and Cropsy, the aggressive lad, at least got a frag, but it hasn't been converted just yet. The revival on Cropsy is imminent. Oh my god, how on earth did this team even pull that off? Sabo, not a good sight for them. M590 shots all across the corner. NXT, they are turning the entire table and this is an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye, an arm for an arm. But these guys are going at each other's necks. Spark ends to jump right inside. Ash goes down. Wild Fox has to now isolate himself away from this little cluster of a fight and get away to safety. But Spark is chasing him. Too bad that Spark got distracted by the members of Team Elite. Piccolo finds his safety and Wild Fox finds himself trapped in the corner. No escape for you. Miso Maker says it too. And Fire Eyes Glory win the initial skirmish. They have 3 members alive, while 1 player of HN Elite and 1 player of Team Elite are just holding on for dear life.
Fire Eyes Glory, my goodness, I'm getting the glimpse of the previous Fire Eyes. Absolute goosebumps, absolute star-studded performance. First game itself, and they're eyeing for that booyah. Piccolo, last member standing. Cristo, what can both of these teams and players do? Piccolo, he is constantly being remanded. There you go, the information received, incognito mode on, and he might catch Cristo right off guard here. Piccolo, I don't think so. He's going to be surviving. The rat, Cristo is the one finding him. And Cristo, even though if he goes, it's all right. He did what he wanted to do, shutting down Team Elite. And now the booyah received by the one and only Fire Eyes Glory.
I do not know what Fire Eyes Gaming has for breakfast every single day that lets him scout out such amazing superstars. His previous team went on to dominate the Esports World Cup. And now the new players that he's found have already secured their first booyah in the very first game itself. God damn. This guy has to be one of the best scouts that this country has ever seen. And this is just the beginning of Fire Rise Glory. 13 eliminations is nothing to scoff at, especially when you're up against LAN finalists like NXT and Team Elite.
Indeed, man, indeed. Look at the combinations as well. Team boosters, couple of them. Tactical market, bringing in a lot of thunder into the dome. Sidhu, he definitely will be crowned the MVP. He has some really good numbers, of course. He was seen most of the time in the elimination feed, and well, the support being provided by Shaurya itself speaks volumes, man. Look at the damage of Sidhu. 2,473 in such a short game, so kudos.
Kudos indeed, man. 2,400 damage by Sidhu is absolutely stunning. I kind of feel like a lot of his eliminations were stolen away from him because, like, that damage and those elimination numbers do not match. So I'm guessing a lot of that damage must have come through long-range pot shots where he could not convert his damage into eliminations. But then again, it was never about getting those eliminations in the first game itself. I mean, it's just literally game number one. You don't have to go so hard at the very beginning. I guess all that damage was contributing towards him getting space for his team and keeping teams like Elite and NXT corralled into that one tiny zipline warehouse. Once you do that, you have so much more space to work with, and that's what gets him the MVP title of the very first game of this Free Fire Max India Cup 2026 form.
Dude loves to be chonky. He has JB, Joseph, of course, the silver spoon, just cancelling out each and everything that's thrown at him, and Nikita for the faster reload. And we all know M590, the debuff is there for the reload speed, but other than that, it has been buffed. So Sidhu just knew what he needs to be doing in all of these given situations. And well, the job done is just crazy good, man. NXT Esports, all of that action, all of those eliminations has provided them the boost, and they have reached 2 points above Fire Rise Glory.
Yep, NXT Esports showing off their experience, showing off their firepower by getting 20 eliminations in the first game itself. Yeah, they did not close out the game with the booyah, even though they had the best position for it. But that's what happens when you bite off more than you can chew. That's what happens when you fight Team Elite and Team Tufan at the same time, who, by the way, also have double digits in eliminations. Team Tufan, 15 eliminations strong. Team Elite, 11. That's pretty impressive, especially for Team Tufan. I mean, yeah, sure, they managed to dominate their city qualifier quite easily, but then again, they didn't really face much resistance over there. Over here, you're literally up against two big LAN finalists. You're up against a guy who was awarded as the Sniper of the Year, and yet you do not flinch in the face of danger. Impressive, man.
Impressive performance indeed, Crips. And this is just the start, right? All the underdogs, they're performing so well, man. It's like they have no fear at all, no remorse. All like, what happened to the LAN finalists? It's okay. I mean, previous tournament they were there. Now it's going to be us. Bish bosh. But the performance that they're showcasing is so confident, man. I would be, if I were to be their shoes, I would have been like, oh my god, okay, I'm going to fight against them. Oh shoot, what do we do? Do we have our facts right? Do we have our strategies in place? All of that would have been my first concern, but here they're like absolutely mind-free, playing it so well, and the next game is going to be super exciting as Nextera. Well, is it going to be a frag-heavy game, or it's just rotation-oriented? It's soon to be seen.
I mean, up until now, we have seen an average of 105 eliminations in every single game of Nextera. Up until now, meaning the spring tournament in FMIC. Nextera was the most elimination-heavy map. It is the most intense map that you often see in the Free Fire Max circuit. And now you're telling me that there's 3 teams dropping in Blazeria, 3 teams dropping in Zipway.
No.
So the most aggressive map has the most aggressive drop clutches as well. It's believable, but not probable. I'm pretty sure that NXT is going to head towards Intellect Center or Twin Village, maybe even a split drop between those two. And Team Elite, I don't know if they're actually going to Museum. I mean, Pahadi loved split dropping between Farmtopia and Museum, but that was in 2025. So I don't know if that data is relevant anymore. And obviously for all these other teams, we are seeing them for the first time and they come through from FFC mode. So we don't really know what their drop locations will be. But if they are not lying about their actual drop spots, oh boy, then we have a massive drop clash extravaganza on Nextera over here.
And not only that, it's about the muscle memory, right, Grips? If you have the muscle memory of heading all the way towards Farmtopia, calling it a longer split, all of a sudden you want to capitalize all of these areas, then, well, I would say the entire world is your oyster. Go ahead, showcase us that deadly maneuverability as well. So, Boxing Gym, one of the places where I can see Team Tufan as the prime contenders. If players are going to head towards Deca Square and rotate all the way towards the mid section of it, that's going to be a lovely split and a rotation indeed. But Intellect Center is not contested at all.
Yeah, that doesn't seem believable.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right at all. Intellect Center is one of the prime spots for mayhem, man. You get good loot, you get good weapons, and once you reach there, you're like super confident as well. As there's like so many vending machines nearby, there's even a recall tower. If things go south, you have a lot of things to be done there.
Yeah, exactly, right? And there's a lot of these backup plans as well where these teams have split drops. So in case your Intellect Center hot drop doesn't work out, you have some people in Twin Bridge, maybe even going towards that one vending machine in Mortar Ruin, which everybody loves to camp. So a lot of these teams will need to have backup plans. And these backup plans are things that you only start making when you have access to higher tier lobbies. Because I'm sure up until now, these FFC mode teams, the maximum that they must have faced is like probably like a tier 2 scrim or a bale scrim or something like that. And over there, you don't get punished as hard, so you don't need to have backup plans. You don't often find yourself in situations where you have to just keep running from vending machine to vending machine, just respawn point to respawn point. And yeah, that kind of pressure, it can really crumble some of these teams. So is that going to be a factor in this one as well? Or is Nextera going to be just an all-out brawl? We will find out very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to hop into the game any second now.
But yeah, another thing, right? Like you rightly mentioned about having at least a backup plan, right? I believe that they already do, Crips. Trust me, they do. They're super confident what they usually are confident at, which is plan A. Once that does not execute, plan B is imminent. And I'm just loving the confidence that each and every team is showcasing right from the word go. So this is just the start. And I'm hoping that they usually have one of those cookbooks where they can easily throw in some kind of a wrench. And if things just go south, it's okay. Plan B, plan C, plan D, and in all of that, we need eliminations, right, Crips? And from here on, we're gonna head all the way towards Nextera and see what these lads are cooking.
Let's turn the flame on. Let's put the pots, pans, and kettles on the stove because these boys are about to cook up a storm. Let's begin with Nextera, ladies and gentlemen, the most aggressive map in the history of FFMIC. Now on your screens.
Every single one of them. Oh, I love the flight path, dissecting the entire map in two halves. And now that just gives the room for teams to head to whichever direction they want to go. Intellect Center is still open. Intellect Center is still open. Come on, teams, head towards Intellect Center. All right, they just do not care about the second half of this entire map. So let's just ignore Intellect Center. Revo, thank you.
Damn, bro. Actually, nobody went to Intellect Center except for that one guy. And his team is not even there. His team is sitting in museum where they might just have a drop clash against HN Elite. So Rever is going to be the only guy in Intellect Center. Oh my god, that's actually incredible. Meanwhile, Rafia Bala going up against RG in the mudslide region. This drop clash could be dangerous as Adan dashes right into his face. And poor Jay gets sprayed down by both Adan and his fellow teammate. NXT versus Team Elite. This is a battle that's happening just south of Farmtopia. And now I said that Party loves going towards Farmtopia, but he does not like losing his initial skirmishes. He gets one elimination, but he's locked in this bunch of blue walls against Sabo and Wild. Oh, he sprays them both down! The P90 destroys them both, and Bahari gets 3 eliminations. He's finally traded off by Hemu, but he's done more than enough damage.
Not only that, confirming those fallen comrades was important, and he did it. NXT, they're gonna be so pissed at him. Be like, we just had one golden opportunity and I was providing the support. Hemu, he was not at all far. Good shots landed, but unfortunately they could not do much. Kid, they're right around the corner. They know what was happening here. The skirmish, yes, there was at least 1 or 2 eliminations coming forward, but Kid have nothing. They were way too late in the third party.
Yep,
and
the
end
mercy
play.
of NXT. And yep, I don't think NXT have any mercy at all because they've already taken down Golu. Now NXT don't know, but they've actually taken down another guy from a different team, HMNT. Before he could do even a sliver of damage, before Himu even feels a tickle, he destroys his opponents. That's how you know these teams are not at the same level.
My God, he uses the stealth bite,
No, no,
and there's even some time to cancelling the stealth bite, you know? Else you cannot use your weapon while you're in that mode.
Yeah.
He cancels that mode, he gets those shots, and it's perfect. It's clean. He gets the knock and the elimination. My goodness. NXT, they're on a different level. I do not know what happened. I believe they woke up in the wrong side of the bed. But whatever it is, it's working in the good parts of their books.
I don't know what kind of books they're cooking, but I would love to see the conclusion of it. RG Gamer Esports now, what can they cook up over here? Because they see members of Titanium, but they don't actually want to engage. Oh, that makes sense, because Hyper is nowhere close to his teammates. He can't pull off a 1v4. Meanwhile, his teammate Jai has just fired shots towards FGL. That seems like a bit of a miscommunication. Why would you attract attention towards yourself when you know that your teammates are not next to you? So you got Hyper and Jai both in different parts of the map, picking up fights against different teams and hoping that somehow they can pit them against each other. That seems ambitious as best.
You know, when the enemy is like way too huge right in front of you, all you have to do is make a lot of noise. And that's the kind of logic I could see right there. But let's see how Slay is going to go ahead and capitalize on this one. Oh boy, wow. Lovely shots. But unfortunately, he pays the price. Cursed. Very well, he just revives, instantly gives him the HP as well. Electrotherapy being activated, but there's another fight at Mud side. NXT taking shots against 4F, and 4F, they're nowhere close to the firepower that NXT is providing. Mafia Bala's team right around the corner, and Raj, Adan, both of them waiting for at least a frag or two. But unfortunately, their information is known.
Yeah, so NXT know about these two players, but what they don't know is that Jackie is also towards the southern side. Wait, Jackie has just arrived in a vehicle. Oh, Snipey's up on top. Oh, definitely NXT don't know about this one. This could be the surprise that could become their undoing.
All right. A 4v4. Adan, what were you doing? He's got slacking and that glue wall. For a second, I was concerned. The player was stuck. He was jammed right there. But okay, they're still alive and kicking. Good retaliation. Wait a second. Those shots being connected has at least taken a player, but okay, instant revival. It's still a long-range fight. NXT taking things slow. Same thing goes for Mafia Bala's team as well. Sabo, can you find him? Can you find him?
Game of hide and seek.
Oh yeah, that dude is on the tower. I don't think so anyone can see him. Oh, Hemu falls flat and has been eliminated as well. Good initiations, and this, I believe, is going to be the start of the demise of the team called NXT.
Well, whether or not NXT survive is a question that will be answered later. For now, both Team Tufan and Fire Eyes Glory are locked in a death battle in Grav Labs. Cursed and Shaurya are not close to each other, so they need to go all the way around the outskirts of this POI to actually get the angles onto Team Tufan. But what they don't know is that RG is already losing their lives. Ayush somehow keeps the hope alive by knocking Anubhav down, but Cursed gets surprised by Tufan. The man himself, the IGL, takes down one more player, and now he's got access to the vending machine so he can bring his teammates back.
Close range battles, Beam 90, Arav constantly providing the support, and now that he has good weapons, look at the way Deuce is casually switching his weapons through the wall. My God, the presence of mind is just beautiful. Slayer, the entire team with 0 eliminations, no start whatsoever, and this is what, 6 minutes down in the game? Oh, problematic, man. Problematic. You need to get your good weapons, and he has the arm.
Oh my God, wait, what? Mafia Bala team got eliminated? I would love to see a replay of that. Yep. But keep in mind that for now, Slayers are not in danger at all. In fact, there's nobody close to them. Oh my God, look at that massive chunk of land in the circle. Bro, only Team Kid have occupied Mortar Ruins, and that's the corner of the map. They're in no position to stop anyone or gatekeep anyone. They're sending Golu to collect some coins, but that's okay. I'm concerned about all the teams in Intellect Center. I'm talking about Gaming Wala, 4F. They will have to fight their way inside the zone. Now, I know gatekeeping is not possible just yet, but they will lose their players in the process of rotating into the zone if they don't hurry up.
Oh, Psyche. What you thinking? You think you're gonna stay alive for a longer time? All those damages. 156 first, and then later on just follows through Party. Just partying around the corner, getting the elimination, and now moving further on a Unicorn. Okay, lovely.
Well, in the world of Free Fire, unicorns do exist. It's easy to believe that than existing that some lobby-slaying monster exists. But sure, you're looking to be that monster. It's putting FGL up on the killing block. Hold on, though. 4F is in danger over here. Gaming Wala assaulting this house by dropping a bunch of nades in. ABA team tries to go for the roof landing but fails. Yash and Dr. Death both climbing up the staircase, but this crossfire is acting like a mince grinder and it's tearing them to shreds. Banny finally takes down Dr. Death and 4F survive the encounter. DW, they are backing off now. Yash has no choice but to get away from here. And Gaming Wala are about to become Death Walas as they will be slain. 3 members down. Wait, that's the elimination of the team. Yeah, I thought they must be having some players far away, but nope. They put all their eggs in one basket. And then the basket was broken into pieces.
Oh, yes. Cracked around the corner, but the way Fura just set the entire fielding, it was crazy good.
Yeah.
Jumping from there, having a bird eye view, having the balcony to their name, and they just said, oh, voila. All we have to do is jump down, get those eliminations, and that they did. Well, the vending machine is not going to be that useful, though. Getting good weapons is nowhere close. But Kohli, oh my God, Yogu alongside Barney, both of them banding together, getting those eliminations, raking things up, kicking up a row, and 8 eliminations all on their name. Titanium. They just were very close on getting those eliminations, but it was been snatched from their hands. So that's crazy good.
Oh, 4F. Yeah, sure, you managed to acquire 1 squad wipe. And your entry into the zone is rather uncontested, so they should be able to raise Titanium into the zone. But what they don't know is that Pahari from Team Elite is behind them. I don't know why Pahari is still over there. Probably trying to raise his fallen teammates. And at the 3rd circle, it's going to start hurting a lot. You need to have a lot more medkits to ensure your safe rotation into the zone. Titanium are just crossing out in the open via just walking through the river. I'm actually surprised they survived this one. Normally, you would get punished so hard if you step into the water.
Oh, yeah. But of course, it's just a free rotation. There's no one close by. So they're like, you know what, it's swimming season. It's already way too hot. I believe in Mumbai, it's already way too rainy. So swimming season there too.
Swimming in monsoon is fun, bro. Not gonna lie. But yeah, swimming while people are shooting at me, that is definitely not.
Oh, absolutely not.
Definitely not a fun experience. So yeah, Titanium get a free rotation in, but 4F finally pay the price for messing with Team Elite. Pahari
no way.
res 1 more player. Now he's locked horns against Banny, and both him and Dora pump him down with that M590. Piccolo lands a shot against Damon Rex, but they both are 1 shot away from death. The Moko activated, letting him actually see Dora on the other side. But Piccolo cannot react in time. Dora gets the better of him. And Team Elite are now down to their last player. Cropsy, arguably the best rusher in the game, in this country, arguably, is now just going on a revival mission. Going from vending machine to vending machine.
He has literally seen a lot of vending machines in Nextera.
Yeah.
And I would be surprised if he has remembered all of them. NXT on the other end, heads high. They know that this is one of the places where teams are going to rotate. And look at them. They're just watching from the house, the 2-story building. It's a lovely spot. All they have to do is find where the opponents are. And Hyper, he's being way too aggressive. He wants to jump peek, see some kind of information that he can receive. And once he does, all good.
Well, RG have no contest now. They can see Fire Eyes Glory, but they're like, okay, we will wait for them to step out before we start shooting at them, and that's when they're at their most vulnerable. Timing perfectly. But Shaurya finds Ayush. He's still struggling as to how he found the angle. But now with both the teams suffering one casualty each, they should be able to reset instead of committing harder. And NXT hears all of us, and they are just rubbing their hands together. They're like, yeah, this is another third-party opportunity for us.
Oh, no. I'm not liking the way things are just shaping here. Level 5 helmet and vest, both of them being contested here. Fire Eyes Glory playing it super smart, and once they have it, they're going to be unstoppable. But on the other end, the kid, they need a lot of growing up to do. A lot of times they're just getting eliminated, and that's not at all a good sign. They need eliminations. They need the placement points as well. And that's one thing that RG Gamer is doing so well. Shots been taken, caught in hand. Arav gets at least a frag, finally confirms it as well. Oh, this is Trouble's paradise for Fire Eyes Glory.
Yeah, their glory on the line. They're under fire, and all eyes on them. Hyper even closes in the distance. He's trying to lob nades at them. NXT have moved their house. They use this distraction and they go to the other compound, which is closer to the circle, which, by the way, is heading straight to the center. It's a massive central shift right across Twin Bridge. So these crossroads are going to be heavily contested. And these are the kind of roads that your mother warned you about. You always need to check both ways before you cross that road, because there's not just cars, there's people shooting at you when you try to make that crossing. RG Gamer Esports and Fire Eyes Glory, both out in the open with nothing but glue walls to support their venture ahead, have to face the wrath of NXT, who are desperately trying to gatekeep them both.
Oh, don't tell me. They're just luring the opponents with a minute candy just to get all the eliminations. NXT, you better be aware. Good Nate's been tossed, and they've got at least a player. Jay gone. Done and dusted. He's been knocked, and the others, they're going to be following real soon. Ash, crosser in hand. This dude can turn the entire tide of this area, but wait a second. The cover fire equally good at NXT. They're running inside the house.
NXT need to get away from here now. They've done enough damage. They've acquired enough eliminations. They even stay and try to be a bit more greedy. They try to fight against Fire Eyes Glory as well as Slayers. But they don't realize that time is against them. If they don't find cover for the next zone, that they will be mincemeat, because Slayers are right on top of their heads right now, about to close in the distance. Even RG Gamer, who found temporary safe haven, need to get away from here. Meanwhile, Titanium and 4F battling for the control of the last little warehouse, the last boxing arena. F4F, they take control of this area, and now they've got plenty of room to work with.
Lovely jabs, 4F. They're giving a very bold statement to the other members of the lobby. You better be watching your shots. You better know where you're making your rotation towards, else you and your homies will get lined in chalk.
You better watch out where you're walking, where you're talking. And these times, they don't have enough chalk to spare with the amount of bodies that they're gonna drop. Spark is just using the entire M249 clip, hoping that it will pressure NXT, but they are not bothered in the least, bro. Like, they just drop that monster truck, and even if you blow up that monster truck, it's just gonna act as permanent cover. So Fire Eyes Glory, they have just one tiny rock for themselves. Meanwhile, you've got 4F, who have arguably some of the best cover in the zone, because they have an actual warehouse to their name. All of that is not going to matter when the circle forces you to go towards NXT. That's where the circle's pulling.
Oh, that's right, but the Dwayne Johnson kind of a rock did not help a lot there. Fire Eyes Glory trying to run away, trying to find some kind of a safe haven, but they're not going to see it real soon. 4F, they're getting peppered. Even though they're safe right there, they need to rotate as NXT. They're keeping tabs on them constantly, seeing where they're heading towards, and they themselves are rotating so valiantly. Sidhu right in front, Barry right in front, taking those shots, but Barney not able to connect anything. He's outside in the open, and he takes a lot of damage, hence getting eliminated. It's a 1v4 situation where Sidhu is the last man standing. Instant heal, but I don't think so he can do much here. Scything all the way across, and there you go, White Fox getting the elimination, 13th on their name, and the booyah for NXT.
Oh my lord, I mean, winning the game and asserting your dominance is one thing, but disrespecting your opponents by slicing and dicing them, this is why I said there's not enough chalk, bro. There's not enough chalk with the amount of bodies they cannot drop. 20 eliminations for this team. The team that finished 7th in the FMIC 2026 spring season now are here to prove that they are the land finalists for a reason. They missed out on the booyah in the previous game by just a tiny margin, but they still dropped a 20 bomb in this game, and they drop another 20 bomb over here again. Consistency personified. Yikes, bro. That is painful to watch. Not gonna lie, I feel so bad for
Absolutely.
Sidhu.
Absolutely, man. Good combination. Steva, Olivia, Nikita, Wild Fox as well. Both of these rushers, they're running in, willy-nilly getting the boost of the HP as well. Joseph, Steva, Nikita, good combinations. And Oscar, one side for Wild Fox and the other is Sabo with Chrono. So the shield and the sword, the tactic is working out. Alvaro, a vacant. All right, Ash, I see you there. Moko, Susie, and A124 just to disable each and everything that Ash sees. Hemu, we know this dude since the beginning. I would say the stealth bite meta was first implemented by Hemu itself. You know, dude was so nasty with it. He was so good with the repositioning, getting those eliminations. Nox as well is crazy good. And the support, as long as Hemu is providing it, the team is absolutely going to be blessed by it, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was blessed with 5,947 damage.
Oh,
just a
yes.
little bit away from dropping 6,000 damage. Those are some ridiculous numbers, bro. Like, we have not seen them do 6,000 damage in a single game since, I think the group stages of the last tournament. Even then, I think the biggest game that NXT got was like a 5,000 damage game. So yeah, naturally he's just farming this entire lobby. Like he's like, okay, welcome to the FFC, welcome to FFMIC, my dear friends. All of you people who dominated in FFC mode, yeah, welcome to the big leagues now. This is where we rule. You will experience what true humiliation is today. Like he's proving
right.
that he's a class apart because they got 20 eliminations in the previous game as well. 20 eliminations once again this time. And guess what? The guy with the highest damage is not even the MVP. It's Sabo with 7 eliminations.
Hey, it's not about the damage numbers. It's about getting eliminations. And Sabo so far has been completely clean about that. 7 eliminations, damage of over 3,499. Just one shot from 3,500 and 8 assists. Imagine this guy. Just imagine rushing in front of you with an M590, pop, pop, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, what just happened to me? Oh yeah, back to the lobby.
So Sabo, alongside Cropsy, are some of the finest bubble dancers in the entire
yes.
country. Like the way he moves around that Chrono Shield is so good, and a lot of people struggled in shotgun battles against him because they can't do the bubble dance really well. And that is why him and Cropsy are probably some of the only people who can do that shotgun dance really, really well. But this time Cropsy didn't get to do much considering he was, running around reviving his teammates. The Team Elite gets stuck at just 12 points, 8 eliminations for themselves. Tufan, though,
Hello guys,
this was a
welcome to
good
my
team.
YouTube channel.
They got 12
स्वागत है,
eliminations, but
subscribe करके
only
like
one
कर दो
placement
guys.
point because they were, going very hard at those fights right from the get-go. So they get stuck at 13 points. Fire Eyes Glory, consistency definitely can be seen over here because they got 20 plus points in the previous game as well, 20 plus points now as well.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's actually nice. And the only team that has actually now shown us what they're truly made of is going to be Forever Esports. 22 eliminations. Seriously? That's more than NXT. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of these eliminations on camera, so I don't know what kind of firepower they're wielding. I just know that they have a lot of firepower. I would love to witness this as well.
You know what the best part is? 4F is so momentum oriented. Once they catch the momentum, once they catch the win, they're like, oh, nobody can catch me at all. So, yeah, lovely performances coming through. NXT Esports, they haven't moved an inch. 59 total points, sitting currently at the first rank. Fire as Glory, the second rank with 47 total points. Both of them did not move at all. Forever Esports, they have moved for sure. 3
Hello guys,
ranks
welcome to my
up
YouTube channel.
with a total of 42 total points. And
Free
Team
Fire
Elite,
tournament.
they have gone down a level. So Team Elite, heavy concerns.
Oof. Yeah, heavy concerns for Team Elite. Dropping down to the 4th rank over here, even though they were at the 3rd in the previous game. But that's okay. That's just one bad game. They can probably recover from this one. I'm more worried about teams like HN Elite. I'm more worried about teams like Mafia Bala Esports.
Right.
2 games out and they're still less than 20 points. That's going to be
only
difficult
that.
considering they need to be in the top 6 by the end of the day.
And not only that, I mean, Gaming Wala, they haven't moved their spot. They're at 11th. KD Sports, you kidding me? They have to do a lot of growing up, man. Trust me, getting those elimination points, it is going to be super important in order to go ahead, at least reach towards the first half of this slide. Just at 12, that's not going to look good at their report as well.
Absolutely not. So, yeah, these teams really need to step up. And I know that they still have a few games left. 4 games should be enough to come back. But if you cannot even get a glimpse of how the lobby is actually operating or get the gist of what your opponents are doing, then you will be left out in the dust, left to rot over there. And your first interaction with the tier 1 circuit of this country could also be your last if you get eliminated here and now.
Back-to-back booyahs for NXT. They are super consistent, and well, with the consistency that they have been rewarded heavily, man. Upcoming game is Kalahari, and I'm hoping that the snipers, they're going to be ready at the Snipers Paradise, because this spot is going to be super, super important. Command post, 4 members, 4 teams aligned. The sub, 4 teams, 3 teams aligned. The maze, 3 teams aligned. What is going on? I mean, I do understand Command Post is a really good spot. You can catch a lot of players calling it the rotation from Stone Ridge and Santa Catrina and whatnot. Confinement as well, because that road is such a common spot for people to head towards. But why 4 teams heading towards Command Post?
Well,
please decipher their scripts.
I can't, bro. Like you're asking me, I hope that's a rhetorical question, because
it was.
In what world do you believe me to fully accept the fact that 4 teams are going to drop in Command Post? I mean, I would love to see it. I would love to see such an intense drop clash, which kind of looks like a practice game rather than an actual FMIC game, especially when it's like almost halfway point in the day. So I don't believe that there's going to be 4 teams dropping over there, but if they do, I'm ready for it.
Okay, 4 teams dropping in one location, we cannot believe. But there's a huge submarine in the map, and that we believe, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about the believability over here. I'm talking about the mob mentality over here. Because what is going to happen when so many teams drop into Command Post? We're going to have a lobby that disappears almost instantly. And 4 of these teams are going to be running around the rest of the map. Like, if you drop in Command Post, the nearest vending machines are in Santa Catrina and in Stone Ridge. So now you're telling me that all the other teams who are dropping in Command Post now have to rotate all the way over there to get those reses?
Do it! I would say do it!
Yeah, I mean, you can go to Refinery, that's much closer, but can you actually climb up to Refinery? Can you contest that one vending machine over there? I really don't think so. So let's see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm expecting some drop clashes. If not a 4-team drop clash, at least a 2-team drop clash at the very least.
Oh yes, and the third party. Just like that, in the snap of the finger. Faster than Thanos. But the flight path, it's so skewed. My God. It's heading all the way from Oldhampton and reaching towards Santa Catrina. So if you want to reach there towards a Wreckage ship for the Wreckage fate, you can go ahead and call it yours. But FireEye, Glory, they're heading all the way towards Stone Ridge. And if they catch a player or 2 in the middle, well, that's just going to be a cherry on top of the cake.
Well, right now, I'll settle for the cake. I do not care about the cherry. Yeah, SN is in a lot of trouble. And Sao has acquired a weapon already. He's got the Max 7, while the others are just running around with their Uzis. Psyche, can he actually gather up with Tufan? Krish is on the other side. Hold on, though. He's going outside of Command Post. NXT are leaving this spot instantly. Okay, not a bad idea considering there's less 3 teams over here, and you don't want to, overextend yourselves. You don't want to overstay your welcome. A couple of other members of NXT dropping down from the Refinery area to the cliff. But I don't think they've got long-range weapons to actually, pepper their opponents from afar. Oh, never mind. I say that, and Hemo has an SKS. Not the best weapon, but he got the knock anyway. Luckily, the chrono has been used, and Team Tufan rest their fallen members. But that actually opens up the opportunity for Sabo and Wild Fox to close in the distance and rush them up close.
Exactly. As the active ability, it's just on cooldown. Sabo, he's trying to rush forward. Oh my God, look at the way they're trying to play Giant Jenga. Get the corner, but Sabo, he misses. He misses big time, and Tufan, he's quick on capitalization. This team is not going to stop. They have qualified from a city qualifier, taking down so many teams, and they're here fighting it out against the top dogs.
At least Sabo has been instantly brought back. That's what happens when NXT goes into a fight. They do not come in all for their players over here. Just 2 people sent in as a death squad, as a hitman squad, are here to just farm up eliminations, and that's exactly what Wild Fox is doing, adding 1 more to the tally.
NXT, good amount of eliminations already. Titanium right in front of them, and they have already been given a warning that there's a risk of exposure, but ignoring all of these odds, the team just continues to move further. Kid, they have reached close to the vicinity, and Team Tufan, they just cannot have a break. One team after another. Come on, find another spot.
I mean, Kid haven't really started pressuring Team Tufan over here. They got 1 knock on Team Tufan, and even though they got that confirmation, they've allowed Team Tufan enough space to recoup and recalibrate themselves from that loss. Oh no, but now as I say that, they've rushed right inside. Psyche goes down. Abhinav going for the res already onto the other members of Team Tufan, but where are the rest of the players of Team Tufan? They're not anywhere over here. It's actually Fire Eyes that's somehow dealing with these people. NXT jumps in as well, and now Hemu, even though he's left at 1 HP, he should be able to go for the res by using all these glue walls. Oh no! The skill comes through! And Nora knocks them both down with the Oscar Dash. That's incredible. He sprays down Star as well. This guy is a demon unleashed. He doesn't care if he's up against Kid or NXT or any other opponent for that matter. He doesn't even care if Fire Eyes Glory are here for the 5th party. He will get his eliminations and get out of there. 6 eliminations for himself using such skillful Oscar abilities, using those glue walls to perfection, and then he just grapples out of that dangerous spot. And he gets the elimination onto Curse as well. That is so good. He's at 7 eliminations already. Dora is becoming my new favorite player over here, man.
Not only that, dude has a map. He just sees every single thing. A player right in front. All right, let me head in. Get the Oscar Dash, get those eliminations, dip out instantly. And this is the kind of presence of mind you need in such a top tier lobby. My oh my, Sidhu running away for his life, and 4F, they're like, wait a minute. We're right behind you. We're going to capitalize upon you as well. And those number games are just slowly but surely racking up. 9 eliminations so far, and they're looking for more blood. As Fire Eyes, there you go. Binoculars being utilized. Spark right in front. As those vicinities have been known. Banny, he's instantly going to rush down and ban him from further access of command post.
Well, at least Spark trying to escape. At this point, he can't escape. The best that he can do is just lure them into that house, and he pre-fires around the corner. But no, they do not let him do so. A single kill put up. At least he's able to get 1 knock. But there's way too many members for Sparky to make any impact over here. Finally, they overwhelm him. And even though he got 2 knocks, none of them can be converted into eliminations. Good try, but 4 forever. Finally getting 10 eliminations. I mean, they had 22 in the previous game, and we didn't get to see all of that, right? I was wondering how did they get so many eliminations? Well, now I see, and I'm becoming a fan of this guy, Dora.
That's right, but Mafia Bala on the other end, 5 eliminations. They are looking for more blood. That's right, Team Elite around the vicinity. Pahari, you better be on your aim. Adan is rotating. He has mere HP, but instantly rests himself. Oh! Those shots are just going to pepper him down. Not a good sight for Mafia Bala's team. 1 player already long gone, and the others, they're trying to buy him back. It's just a revival, not a super revival. So the weaponry is going to be super weak.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, beggars cannot be choosers. You can't ask for weaponry when you're just asking to be alive, asking to actually just play the game. Party with the AWM. Hoping to show us some close range snapshots. He's got Snipey up there. He wants to take him down. The UAV has revealed his position. Oh, and now that Rodri has dealt with another member of Mafia Bala Esports, Snipey is alone, so he's got no cover. Now finally will chase. Now finally Party will chase him down. They actually managed to get the reses right in time. Mafia Bala almost had access to that vending machine, keeping his team alive. But as soon as Snipey dies, Raj reses him back again in another vending machine. So, yeah, it seems like they've got the infinite lives glitch for now, as long as they've got the money.
Yeah, as long as you have the money. And I know for a fact that each and every one would love to equip some Susie as well, just to get the additional dollars in their pocket. So, The points keep rolling in. And Oldhampton being contested by Team Elite. They're trying to rotate all the way from outside the circle rather than heading towards the circle. I have no idea why. I believe that there is another team inside just to gatekeep them, but I don't think so that's the case.
Meanwhile, crickets are chirping over here.
Yeah,
Absolutely nothing going on. Like, there was a moment where there's just super aggressive fights happening in command post, massive fights happening over there where teams are desperately fighting for their lives, and then all of a sudden you see RG Gamer Esports over here just chilling, not fighting, not doing anything, not even in danger. They see Gaming Wala over here. Oh, but they've been spotted. Ayush goes down. AB18. He knocked down Ayush, so Hyper now tries to knock down AB18. Instead, he tries to avenge his fallen teammate. Oh, there you go. The headshot landed. Another knock acquired, but in the process they lose Arav as well. So they get one knock, but they lose two players in the process, and that is not a loss that you should suffer from. Super is able to get the confirmation onto Arav, so GW are actually retaliating really well. They even managed to reacquire the high ground advantage, forcing Jai to go around the other side, abandon his teammates, and just play for his own life, hoping to get some reses.
I mean, I do understand that the glue walls can give you a lot of support, but deploying 2 to 3 at once, that just makes it a concrete level of fortification.
Yeah.
GW is like, you know what? Any shots coming from the back, I'm not going to be seeing those. I'm just going to ignore, make a wall of my own. And whether it be called Great Wall of China or the Great Wall of Kalahari, I'm going to take that title and I'm going to just showcase that this is the way we keep our backs safe. Team Elite on the other end, they're taking some really good shots against the two-time Booyah contesters, which is NXT.
Yep, so while NXT are holding on to dear life with their last player, Ash, fighting for survival, you've got Team Tufan who just swoop in and give Team NXT a breath of fresh air. Because now Team Elite, now that they've acquired all the eliminations they wanted, they just escape. They've used binoculars, they've used the UAV, they don't see any enemies nearby. And this actually works out so well for Ash because now he can go for the reses. Look at that. The rest of NXT is also back online. From one player alive to all four alive again, NXT have recovered and are back at full strength.
Full strength indeed. 4F taking a launch pad, but wait a second. I believe the circle is going to take him down. Oh, the shot from the back. Oh, Damon should have seen that coming. And the first time, he could not do much there on the launch pad, but well, 4F, they're very close to bringing yet another player back into the action. Damon is going to be kicking the ground, thinking that he made a mistake, but there's a lot of mistake coming through. They had no clue where Team Elite is, and those shots, they're hitting like a truck. Each and everyone who's going to call in for a rotation, they're not going to stand there for a longer time. Barney, you better run away. Kohli is coming. He's right around the corner trying to get the information. There you go. Sneak peek and the information is out.
Yeah, so Barney's been spotted, but do Team Elite leave this compound and chase him down? Because this is actually a pretty good spot. And Team Elite have really just changed their approach, right? I mean, up until now, you used to see Team Elite getting into third parties, getting into fourth parties, and just actively fighting a lot. But now they're just going from circle to circle. And what they did earlier on was just clear out the entirety of the outskirts of the circle near Foundation and Oldhampton. That's when they were hunting down NXT. And after doing all of that, after clearing their backlines, they finally acquired this little platform. And I think they will stay over there because they know that from this spot, they can gatekeep Slay. They can even gatekeep RG Gamer Esports. And look at that. Party already showing off his gatekeeping prowess, taking down Sporty.
Gonna need it as well.
Wow. Yeah, just to make sure that they don't get the res. He sees OG03 over there. Trying to go for the headshot. OG dips just in time. News exposed him, and there you go. Another one taken down. Chaser also taken down. What's gonna happen to Sporty and Pharaonic now? Because Sporty was the one who died first. And look at that.
Cropsy is following.
Exactly, man. Party from above, Cropsy up close. Team Elite are going in for the full send.
One nade and the entire team is going to be done, but it's AC80 doing the heavy lifting. One player taken down. What is Cropsy doing? What's the other member doing? Slayer, the one player is backing out. He's trying to bring the entire team back into the action, but he should have taken Cropsy. He should have. He was the lone person just trying to do the heavy lifting of the team. But all right, your decision is respected.
Yeah, I mean, when Slayers are almost about to be eliminated, I don't think you can 1v1 challenge Cropsy of all people. Anyone else, you can probably take a chance, but you can't take that chance against Cropsy. Not when he's got the high ground, not when he's got your head in his crosshairs. You know how they say you cannot argue with a lion when your head is in its mouth? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
something similar can be applicable over here.
Kid, 5 eliminations. That's a start. And with this start, if they keep carrying forward with the same momentum, I believe there are 3 more maps where they can go ahead and get those elimination points and keep racking it up. They need the confidence, Crips. Confidence is one thing that the underdogs are completely baffled by. That concept is not yet seen. Once they see it through, once they understand it as well, the psychological factor, it's going to help them a lot.
There's one psychological factor that I cannot understand. I cannot wrap my head around. No, never mind. Kyoku got taken down. That's why you shouldn't drive in between 2 teams, bro. Dogman Titanium and Fire Eyes Glory are both shooting at you. But I was concerned about Mafia Bala Esports. How did they get eliminated? Even RG Gamer Esports, they got eliminated outside the zone and we did not see that. So there's a lot of mysteries that I do not have the answers to. Slayer eliminated as well. At least we know what happened to them, right? Like, they were absolutely destroyed by Team Elite and their last few players, they succumbed to their injuries. But Titanium Esports, now they are going through the same passes that Team Elite is guarding, especially when Fire Eyes Glory is behind them. This could be them getting trapped in a very awkward sandwich, and it's not very appetizing, trust me. Party taking down Star. You got Fire Eyes Glory from below, taking down Star as well, and Party trying to steal verifications. Krish down to his last legs, using the UAV to hopefully keep himself alive for a couple more seconds. But those couple more seconds will feel like years when Pahadi has his scope down on you.
Oh, the double sniper combination. Pahadi and Piccolo, both of them, they're just getting points after another. Piccolo, good shots. Car 98K just absolutely decimating the opponents. And Kohli, he's up for more action. The electrotherapy bonds coming close. Spark. The shield being utilized, but it's too fun. Getting the knock and the elimination. Wait, Hemu snatches it. Oh, Hemu. He's been watching from afar, and the sniper action, it just carries forward the legacy of Kalahari.
Yeah, the legacy of Kalahari can only be overshadowed by the legacy of Team Elite because they've got